All right, friends, we are going to be talking about the digestive system today. Now, the digestive system is how we take food and turn it into energy and to help our body grow and function and have the energy that we need, nutrients that we need so we're healthy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take the steps of the digestive process, and then we are going to do the parts of the digestive system, okay? So we need to take both of those out, glue those into the next page in our notebook. So the first place that our food goes is into our mouth. This is all what food touches. These are the parts that food touches, okay? So food is broken down in the mouth. It's broken down into smaller pieces by teeth and saliva, which is your spit. So our mouth makes it possible for the food to be broken into pieces so it can go down our throat safely. Then after it leaves our mouth, it goes down to the tube, the esophagus. Now we already talked about the other tube that's in our throat, which is the trachea, which is how the air gets into our body from our throat. So the food passes from the mouth to get to the stomach. The esophagus to the stomach. Okay. Now the next one is the stomach. We have mechanical and chemical digestion, meaning the food is crushed and your stomach acids break down the food. I also want to note here in the esophagus that the muscles in your esophagus also start to crush the food. So it starts crushing the food and it gets to the stomach. It has mechanical digestion, which is food is crushed, and the stomach acid breaks down the food, which is chemical digestion. So there's two different kinds. We have mechanical digestion and chemical digestion in the stomach. Remember, at any time, if you need to pause these notes, you're more than welcome to, so you can catch up. The next one is the small intestine. It goes from the stomach to the small intestine. Most of the digestion takes place in your small intestine. Then, let me see. Most of the digestion takes place. Okay. Then anything undigested goes into our colon and will start to form into poop, which is our solid waste. Most of the digestion takes place here. All solid, all undigested, I'm going to put that over here, undigested food becomes solid waste, and that is what the large intestine is in charge of. Yes, we're going to write the word poop. Poop. And then the large intestine is also called our colon. So you've probably heard that word before. Our colon. It takes food that is here is solid waste. It's already solid waste. Food that is here is already solid waste. This is kind of like the holding tank until you have to use the restroom. So your body gives you a signal that you need to use the restroom, and that is when the solid waste or poop is eliminated. And then food is eliminated through the anus, and that is the hole that the large intestine is connected to, where the poop comes out of. Yes, we are discussing poop, because that is part of the digestive system. Okay, so at this time, if you need to pause it, go ahead. I'm going to review it quickly before we move on to the next page. So the digestive system steps. This is what the food touches. I'm putting that on the bottom. What the food touches. There are other organs in our digestive system that the food does not touch. Okay, so you're going to hear those. These are the organs that the food actually comes in contact with. Okay, so food is broken down into our mouth by our teeth and saliva. Some of our teeth are used for tearing into smaller pieces, and some of our teeth are used for crushing. And then our saliva has proteins in it and things in it that helps break it down. Then it goes from our mouth into the tube in our throat called the esophagus. It passes through the esophagus to the stomach. Muscles in our esophagus also crush the food. Then it connects to the stomach. We have mechanical digestion, where it's crushed down even further, and then chemical digestion, where the stomach acids break down the food. Now, someone who has acid reflux, what happens is the acids in the stomach come back up to the tube, and it causes a burning sensation. Some of you might have heard something about that. Then it's connected to our stomach. Our stomach is connected to our small intestine. Most of the digestion takes place here. It takes all the undigested food and creates solid waste, which is poop. And then that goes to the large intestine. It's already solid waste once it gets here. This is the storage area until your body eliminates it through the anus. So that's what the food touches. Now we're going to talk about the different parts in specifics, okay, and more of our digestive system. So the function, which is its job, what is the digestive system's job? It is to turn food into nutrients, the body can use for energy and to grow. And to grow. Okay, I'm going to go through and label the parts that we just talked about. We have the esophagus. We have the stomach here. Now, a lot of people, when they say, ow, my stomach hurts, they hold on to around their belly button. Your stomach is actually up by your heart. So, like right here. Your intestines is where your belly would start hurting. Fun fact. Then we have our small intestine here, and our large intestine actually goes around our small intestine. and that's also our colon. Okay, so those are the parts that we talked about. Now, mechanical digestion, I actually just mentioned that over here. Mechanical digestion is the breakdown of food with your teeth and muscles. So it's the physical breaking down of the food. Now, chemical digestion is when it's broken down with stomach acids. And stomach enzymes. Okay. Nutrients that our body needs to be healthy are protein, which we find in meat, soy, peanut butter, peanuts, a lot of fish. We can find protein in. Something that says that it's high in protein is very helpful for our body. We do need some fats. There are healthy fats. There are some fats. We do need some for our body to function healthy. We need minerals and vitamins. And we also need carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are turned into energy. Carbohydrates. And our parts are the mouth. I'm just repeating what we talked about earlier. The esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. Okay. Okay. There is also a part of this system that is called the pancreas. Now, the pancreas is one of your vocabulary words. The pancreas is it does not touch your food, but it is the organ that helps break down sugars in your body. If you have something called diabetes, the pancreas is affected and you are not able to break down sugar as well as someone who has a healthy pancreas. That's why some people have to have insulin, which is the thing that the pancreas actually creates to balance out your sugar. So insulin is actually a substitute for what our pancreas naturally creates to help regulate our sugar. So that is an accessory organ. They're called accessory organs. It does not touch the food, but it is needed in digestion. Okay, so that is the digestive system.